6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Minister for Energy says Pakistan is working to develop renewable energy projects and reduce its reliance on fossil fuels. Minister for Health Services launched a mobile app of a national health card in Islamabad today to bring improvement in facilities at hospitals. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for collective combating transnational organized crimes that continue to impede rule of law and economic development. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation has strongly condemned the storming of Al-Aqsa Mosque by the Israeli occupation forces. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupation troops in their unabated act of state terrorism martyred 2 youth in Kulagam district today. And the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 kicks off in India tomorrow with opening match between New Zealand and England at Ahmedabad. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Minister for Energy Muhammad Ali has stressed for stepping up hydrocarbon exploration activities in potential areas across the country to meet future oil and gas demand of the country. In an interview with Emirates news agency on the sidelines of the ADI PEC conference in Abu Dhabi, he said the caretaker government is coming up with a new policy while bids for onshore exploration have already been announced. Muhammad Ali laid emphasis on decarbonization and electrification and said these are critical components of Pakistan's energy strategy for the future. He said our initiatives include energy conservation and the repurposing of natural gas for power generation to electrify appliances and vehicles. Minister for National Health Services Dr. Nadeem Jan launched a mobile app of a national health card in Islamabad today, enabling people to organize their visits to hospitals. He said the app, developed in cooperation with NADRA, will also help get the feedback from patients on the services they received. The Minister for Health Services said we are trying to bring innovation in the health insurance scheme, and it is our effort to come up with a universal health insurance scheme after consultations with the provinces. Chairman Joint Chief of Staff Committee General Sahir Shamshad Mirza visited National Aerospace Science and Technology Park in Rawalpindi. On the occasion, Air Chief Zahir Ahmed Babar Sidhu elaborated on the park's vision to become one of the world's premier aerospace, cyber and computing clusters, fostering an environment of cutting-edge design, research and development. Chairman Joint Chief of Staff Committee termed National Aerospace Science and Technology Park as a project of national and strategic significance that would reap multidimensional benefits for the country. Pakistan has asked the International Labour Organization to formulate an action plan with well-defined goals to enhance the well-being of workers and facilitating manpower export. This was stated by the Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Overseas and Human Resource Development, Javad Sohrab Malik, during meeting with the Country Director of ILO, Gair Thomas Tunstall in Islamabad today. Javad Sohrab Malik reiterated Pakistan's commitment as a vital member of ILO and emphasized the key priorities outlined in the recently signed 4th Decent Work Country Programme in May 2023. Caretaker Minister for Human Rights Khalil George says the government had initiated many positive initiatives to ensure the rights of the elderly people, which should be promoted by the society. Speaking at a seminar in Islamabad, he said Love for Elders is the proof of our success in the world, and raising awareness about the youth to prevent elder abuse is an important task. Pakistan has called for collective combating transnational organized crimes that continue to impede the rule of law and economic development. Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations in New York, Amir Khan, was speaking at the General Assembly Third Committee, which deals with socio-humanitarian and cultural issues. He said we must adopt a holistic approach that tackles the root causes of organized crimes and ensure equal access to justice for all. Pakistan envoy said that climate change, with its devastating impacts, provides new opportunities for organized criminal groups to infiltrate vulnerable legal systems. China is hosting a two-day third Trans-Himalaya Forum from today for international cooperation in Nichibeh, Tibet. Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jilani representing Pakistan at the special invitation of his Chinese counterpart Wen Ji. The Trans-Himalayas Forum was initiated in 2018 to deepen practical cooperation among regional countries on diverse subjects including geographical connectivity, environmental protection, ecological preservation and enhancing cultural linkages. This is Radio Pakistan. First Pakistani astronaut Namra Salim underwent a training session at New Mexico's spaceport America in preparation for her space journey. Speaking about her training, Namra shared that she learned essential skills such as properly fitting spacesuit and operating parachute. Namra's space journey will improve Pakistan's positive and progressive image in the outside world. She is also the first Pakistani to have reached the North Pole and the South Pole. Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has extended best wishes to Nimra Salim for her upcoming Galactic 4 space mission on Friday. In a tweet today, the Prime Minister said Nimra Salim will be making history by becoming first Pakistani woman astronaut to travel to space. Minister for Energy says Pakistan is working to develop renewable energy projects and reduce its reliance on fossil fuels. Minister for Health Services launched a mobile app of national health cards in Islamabad today to bring improvement in facilities at hospitals. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for collectively combating transnational crimes that continue to impede rule of law. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation has strongly condemned storming of Al-Aqsa Mosque by the Israeli occupation forces. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation has strongly condemned storming of Al-Aqsa Mosque by the Israeli occupation forces and blatant assault on worshippers as well as the arrest of many of them. The General Secretariat of OIC in a statement also condemned the closure of Al-Ibrahimi Mosque in the city of Al-Khalil. The statement said OIC considers this an extension of the repeated violation of Israel, the occupying power of the sanctity of the holy places and freedom of worship, and a blatant violation of the Geneva Conventions and international law. The United States has said that India's alleged involvement in killing of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil is a serious issue and must be investigated successfully. At his new daily news briefing in Washington, State Department Deputy Spokesperson Vandat Patel said it is critical that Canada's investigation proceeds and the perpetrators are brought to justice. In India, at least 23 soldiers have gone missing after a cloud burst triggered a flash flood in mountainous state of Sikkim. Indian Army, in a statement, said a flash flood occurred in the Testa River, in which some of the vehicles have submerged. The president-elect of Maldives, Mohammed Mizzou, has said foreign military forces cannot stay in country. Addressing a rally to celebrate his victory in presidential elections today, he said all the countries which agree to our pro-Maldives policy will be our close friends and allies. He said we will send back foreign soldiers. The ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023 kicks off in India tomorrow. In the opening match of a mega cricket event, defending champion England will take on New Zealand in Ahmedabad tomorrow, while Pakistan will play its first match against Netherlands on Friday, Hyderabad. The 13th edition of Men's ODI World Cup comprises 45 league matches and 3 knockout matches. 10 teams including Afghanistan, Australia, Bangladesh, England, India, Netherlands, New Zealand, Pakistan, South Africa and Sri Lanka will compete against each other in the tournament. In Asian Games, Pakistan beat Malaysia in men's kabaddi match at Hangzhou today. Pakistan scored 58 points while Malaysia scored 35 points. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is likely to prevail over most parts of the country, while hot in southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain with thunderstorm is likely at isolated places in Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.